Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. On this channel we talk about everything federal government, from the hiring process, interview process, benefits, all the way through retirement. So thank you for joining us. Today we want to get into the talk about how we generally get promoted within the federal government, right? There's a lot of ways, but I'm going to kind of give you kind of like the top 5 ways of actually kind of getting promoted. Before we get into it, I just want to say thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I can guarantee you there's somebody out there that can use the information. So without further delay, let's kind of get into this, right? When you enter federal service, I recommend trying to come in the federal government at the highest grade possible. A lot of times I hear a whole lot of nonsense, just try to get in. Okay, it's beneficial to come in at a higher grade. You come in at a GS6, what are you really worth, right? So you got a education, you got experience coming out of the military, you have some kind of background. So why settle for GS4, GS5, GS6? Kind of just be patient, just continue applying, kind of tweak that resume as I discussed in previous videos about making sure you have the right keywords within your resume. You come into government, I would venture to say, depending on where you are within the region, I recommend you always come in at the highest grade, at minimum GS9. If you're going to take an overseas assignment, you have to, in order to get the housing benefit, you definitely need to come in at GS9 or above. Now, there are some positions that have potential. So what I mean by that, you might come into federal government and that position may be, let's say, GS9, potential 12. So basically, with a successful evaluation, you move from 9 to 11, 11 to 12, and that position may reach that cap of 12. Some positions do not have that. Some positions may be that you are coming into the system as a GS9 or a GS11, and that position specifically doesn't go any higher than that. How do you get kind of promoted? Well, you kind of take a look at your personal responsibilities. Are you willing to travel? Are you willing to relocate? Are there opportunities within that office to advance? You kind of take a look at that dynamic, right? Now, the other thing that you got to take a look at is, in order to be promoted within the federal government, education generally is not a factor. If you're staying within the same grade, you need, for example, the same grade series. For example, if you're a 301, an 1811, 0089 or 0083, you have to stay a minimum of 52 weeks, 1 year minimum in that position to be considered to be promoted. So if you're now a 9 and you want to get promoted to 11 and your position doesn't go any higher, you need to stay 52 weeks or 1 year in that position to be considered minimally qualified to be in the next grade. Keep that in mind. The other thing, people can get promoted pretty rapidly within the federal government if they're willing to relocate. Yes, I understand people don't want to take their kids out of school. People don't want to kind of uproot their homes and families and things of that to relocate. That is up to the individual. One of the best kept secrets is serving overseas in a government capacity where they're giving you LQA, which is for your housing. That's in another video that you can look into. Think about that. If you're willing to relocate, you're willing to, you're willing to just go all in for your advancement. Your kids can still go with you. Your families can still go with you. There are schools. There are plenty of opportunities. That is the key to success, right? The other area is going to be Schedule A. So if you are a veteran in the military service and you're 30% or higher, and now you're getting out and you have some type of disability, but you can still work, of course, VRA, VOE, if you are one of those in that category, if you will, you are placed in a different category to be selected. I must stress, you still have to qualify for the position. 30% is just not the only criteria. So I want to put that out there just so you know. So we talked about basically, if you are a certain GS level, there are potentials within there. We talk about the potential for you to advance within your career or relocate. We also talked about 52 weeks at the next lower grade. We talk about relocation. We talked about, let's say, Schedule A for veterans. I'm living proof of it. This is not just talk. It was here in the Fort Belvoir area, Virginia, and I circled around. I went to Germany, I went to Italy, went to Korea, came back to the DC area, and I started in the federal government as a GS6, and now I'm a GS14. And that all transpired within 8.5 years. There's a lot of opportunity in the federal government if you are interested in moving about and you're serious about your career. I'm not going to beat this thing up. It was just usually a short video, less than 10 minutes. Hope you have found this information informative. It's not all inclusive. So if you get any additional questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them down below, and I'd be delighted to get back to you. Well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you found the information informative. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and have a safe and enjoyable day. Thank you.